Welcome back to FrYday FriYAY. My name is Gladys and my channel is Home with My Glad. Thank you for watching us again. So today I have some very special guests. I have my cousin Flavia and her babies. So I want to introduce her to everyone before we describe the dish we're making today. So FrYday FriYAY. Hi, I'm Gladys's cousin Flavia and I am actually here today with my two little sous chefs. Hello! And we are going to be making Enchilada Lasagna, which is a more easier and less traditional way of doing chicken enchiladas. It's actually a layered form like lasagna, and it's much faster and easier for, you know, people with kids, because traditional enchiladas can be pretty hard. Time consuming. Yeah. So starting with the enchilada lasagna, the first thing we do is we want to cook the chicken. I typically use an Instapot because it shreds the chicken really lovely in a very short period of time. So first we're going to add the chicken, we're going to put in the seasonings, and then we're going to put in a cup and a half of either water or chicken stock, whichever you have. And this is an 8-quart Instapot, so this is a little bit larger. If you have a smaller one like a 6-quart, it's only a cup of water that you need. But that's what we're going to do next. So once we've got everything in the Instapot insert, we take it, we're going to put it in there for 35 minutes on high pressure. I like to let it natural release for about 15 minutes. And even though if you have a poultry setting, I still do for 35 because we want it to be shredded beautifully. So once you set that up and you lock your lid, you make sure that your steam is closed, you hit start. So while we wait for the chicken to cook, I'm going to cut these tortillas into strips and we're going to fry them. These are going to be a topping for the enchilada lasagna. Until they're golden brown. Take them out and save them, you know, for when we're done. So here are the tortilla strips. These are ready to go for topping the enchilada lasagna. Okay, so now we're going to take the refried beans and we're going to put them in a pan. And smush them down, put a splash of milk and stir it until it's warm and a consistency that's easy to spread for your enchiladas. 35 minutes and 10 minutes of natural pressure relief. Your chicken comes out and you just basically take 2 forks and you come in here and you just shred it up. We have a lot of liquid, which is not a big deal because I'm going to pull the shredded chicken out anyway and put it in a different container, but the flavor's in there. And that broth is actually good for cooking things later on in the week, by the way. So next, after you've shredded your chicken and it's done in the Instapot, we begin the layering process. The first step is to actually put your red sauce in the bottom of the pan so that the corn tortillas do not stick. That's important, you know, just for cleanup, really, honestly, later. Just spread it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then after that, we layer corn tortillas in the bottom, just as you would a lasagna noodle. So for this, I'm going to use 4 because that's the size pan that we have. No big deal. The next thing would be beans for me, and I make it a consistency which is easy to spread. So I kind of just plop it in there and then spread it around and add more as needed. It's okay if the stuff slides around. Like I said, it's a lasagna. It's not going to look perfect, which makes things easier.
That looks amazing.
And then the next thing, actually, you want to make sure you get the corners because you don't want anything to be like crispity, too hard. Then you take your chicken. My hands are washed, for the record. You take your chicken and then you spread it. Here, as you can see, it's still hot, but not too hot to where I can not touch it. Take your chicken. Looks like you cooked it all day and it cooked in like 45 minutes, which is lovely with the Instapot. Then you, oh, I'm sorry, don't do the cheese yet. You do another layer of the, you know, the red sauce just for seasoning and flavor. And I don't really doctor this. I just use it and make it easy. You can probably make your own. I've done it, it's hard. And then you do your cheese. That's another layer. And then you do it again. You put your corn tortillas and then your beans, your chicken, your red sauce, and your cheese. And just keep going like lasagna. And then you finish with cheese on the top. So this is what it looks like after you've done as many layers as you feel is necessary for yours. I did 3. After it's finished, you just go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. Pop it in there. I would say maybe 10 to 15 minutes. It just depends. You want the top to look melted, obviously, and a little brown, not overdone. And then after that, we just garnish with shredded lettuce and sour cream, if you so choose to do so. So that's all.
Hi, we just took out our lasagna from the stove, and now we're going to sprinkle the chips on top of the lasagna, and it's going to be great. Yeah.
You gonna go ahead and do it?
Me too. Personally, I think this is the best meal you can make when you're having a rough time.
Oh, yeah, it's really
And you can make it's gonna be easy, so it doesn't take like that much time. It's really nice. It's delicious.
Would you say it's good for a midweek meal
Yes.
and for a Friday?
Yeah.
And the lasagna looks amazing.
Yes.
We cannot wait to try it.
Personally, I think if you put sour cream on it, it'll make it the best.
Alright.
The best.
Well, we're gonna try it like that. So thank you for watching our latest episode of FrYday FriYAY.
Thanks for tuning in to Home with My Glad.
And if you like this video, please subscribe and give us a little like. Have a great weekend.